Now, I'm sure this is a familiar scenario where you want to live healthy, you want to feel healthy, you want to follow the steps and procedures for a healthy lifestyle, but it is so damn expensive. You just don't know whether to follow the unhealthy or the healthy route. You just want something to help you out, but it's not within your budget. And every time you try to follow a healthy diet plan or a healthy lifestyle, you just don't have the money for it, so you opt for fast food because it is cheaper and easy to get compared to the healthy food. So is it best to just opt for the unhealthy food and then worry about the consequences later on? Yeah. Now, according to the Household Affordability Index in 2024, March of 2024, the average grocery list or grocery basket costs up to 5,277 rand. Now, obviously, this compares six different areas within the country, but it is more or less of a marker or indication of just how much grocery costs or staple meals that we need day in and day out, how much they usually cost. Obviously, most people will not be able to afford such items because the amount is just so high. Now, it is said that you're supposed to spend at least 25% of your income or your salary towards your groceries. Now, this way it helps you to stay within your bracket and then you don't overspend or underspend in a way. This way it helps you to plan within your tax bracket. That way you're not overspending. It's very important not to overspend. Now let's compare healthy food and unhealthy food and see just what the difference is. It is said that healthy food costs up to 60% more than unhealthy food or fast food in a way. And just in general, red meat or just meat has just been always expensive and now it's getting even worse. Now I'm sure you've noticed this, that if you go shopping for things that you need, food to be specific, and you exclude meat or any form of protein in that basket, you will notice that the food prices are a bit more affordable. They're still high, but then they seem a bit more affordable. It is only when you start include meat that everything suddenly goes up. Now, does this say that the problem with the healthy food is more on the protein side, or is it just everything else on its own? I'm going to compare more of healthy and unhealthy food to try to show you a bit of differentiation between the two. With the rising food costs, this may lead to undernutrition or obesity. Either way, these are not good things, so we make sure that we try to avoid that as best as possible. I'm going to give 2 tips on how to make sure that you spend your money well without going over your budget or feeling like fast food or feeling like any type of food is expensive for you. And with the rate of unemployment, this does not help at all. So it's just a struggle, it's just a mess. This whole thing is a mess. Now let's take a look at this example that I know you can relate to. Let's say you are living on a paycheck month to month, so you get paid at the end of the month. So what you usually do at the end of the month is obviously you have to buy groceries for the whole month so that you can sustain yourself for the whole month. You'll buy a snack or something, fast food, on the same day as a reward or something like that. But focusing on the groceries that you bought, you usually buy staple meals, things that you make sure that you like or you prefer. You cannot go a month without eating, without having this type of food. So you buy those type of food and then you consume them. Let's say maybe you cook every day or you prepare your meals most days in a week, and then sometimes you go out, or every weekend you are spending out, you're buying unhealthy food, fast food. Let's say every weekend you're buying fast food. So when you will notice that your money is starting to run off or starting to run out, what do you usually do? You start eating in more. In a way, we all know that spending out actually costs more than eating in, because with eating in, yes, you might be spending 1,000 rand on a grocery basket, but then that 1,000 rand is gonna last you weeks, as compared to 120 meal or family meal that you're gonna buy and eat for one day. It seems like the healthy food that you have to cook or prepare at home seems like it's more expensive because you're buying them in bulk, as compared to the fast food that you're eating, that you're taking out 120 as compared to the 1,000 rand. Because obviously 1,000 rand is more than 120, but that one is only lasting you for one day or one meal setting, as compared to the other one that actually lasts long or can even last a whole month. With the earlier indication that the household food index that says a grocery basket can go up to 5,000, obviously we're not going to spend 5,000 each and every month. It's going to be 5,000 if you're starting off and you do not have anything, because obviously if you're buying 25 kg of rice or something like that, the next month you'll buy less because you'll still have some left over from the previous month. Unless you have a huge family, obviously there's going to be different problems for different scenarios. So is it really expensive to have unhealthy food, or is it that we just prefer to spend our money on fast food, or our last money on fast food as compared to the healthy food? So the problem with people is that we know what to do to live healthy or to live a healthy lifestyle. The only problem is that we do not do it. So the only thing that we just don't do is follow the mindset or the plan that we have in our head to do certain things. I know I have to go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, but I don't. So there's things that we stop ourselves from doing, and then that way we always are setting back ourselves. Because I am convinced that people actually enjoy venting or complaining about things because we do not do anything about them. We rather just vent to someone and then complain a lot without actually doing anything about it. If there's something that you can do about it, please do it. But then if it's out of your reach, obviously venting does help. Do different meditation procedures or exercises that can help ease your mind. But then if there's something you can do about it, please do something about it, because in most cases you'll be surprised in how it actually helps or how it actually works for you in the long run. Also, healthy food don't actually have to be bland food. Learn how to cook. This way it helps you with enjoying more eating in than eating out, and you're saving your money that way as compared to just recklessly spending out. So learning how to cook can actually help. Another thing that you can do is plan your meals. So plan your meals in advance or for the whole week to know what you're going to have each and every day. Yes, I know it kind of sucks, but then that's what you mostly been doing in school, like high school or something like that. You've been given a meal plan and then you've been living well with it. It's only when you started not having a plan. So a meal plan can kind of actually help. So sticking to a meal plan helps to budget. This is why institutions have menu plans for their businesses, because they know if they don't have a certain plan in motion, then there will be overspending or going way above their budget. But then with the plan, it helps you to know how much you're supposed to eat, when, and how frequently you're supposed to have them. This way you also enjoy your fast food. You know there are certain days that are set just for fast food or eating out or going out with friends or families or whatever it may be. Another thing with planning ahead, have a grocery list. And when you have a grocery list, stick to that grocery list, because it's things that we deviate away from that actually stops us from following the plan. And try to avoid certain aisles. Obviously there are some aisles, like when you go into the counter, that you cannot avoid. That's how they get you, with all those chocolates and sweets and peanuts and everything. That's how they get you usually. But then make sure that you stick to the plan, and then that way it kind of helps. And lastly, what you can do is to buy in bulk. Now, of the food grocery shopping cart list, I don't know what it's called per se, but then there's a evaluation that is done each month, I think, where they compare 5 or 6 different grocery stores and to see which one actually is cheaper to buy. That means like from Woolworths Checkers, Food Lovers, Macro, Pick and Pay, and all of that. So they check with the different, buying the same things obviously, and then seeing which store actually is not as expensive as people think. And the store that always comes out as the least expensive is always Macro, because this is where people buy in bulk. So buying in bulk actually helps. Obviously, if you live far from a city or a town, you might not have access to Macro or stores like this, because they're usually situated in places like that. But you can make sure that you try to buy in bulk, and then it will help you save in the long run. If you cannot buy in bulk, something that you can do is be on the lookout for specials or sales. This way you know that when this type of food is in sale or is on special, then you can get that type of food. Make sure you check the expiry date. They usually do that. Reduced prices. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please share the video. I've tried my best this time to improve on the editing. It's only gonna get better from here on. But please share the video, and I'm gonna be making more and more diet related food videos. I'm gonna be making more and more diet related videos on different topics, as long as there's diet involved. Okay, take care of your body. It is the only place that you have to live.